Okay, so we're going to be looking at multiplication of binomials. So let's see. Let's take a few binomials and start to multiply them, and let's see how best we can explain how to work them out. So let's start by saying multiply, and we have 2a minus 4 by 3a plus 5. Okay, so we are going to multiply these two binomials. Binomials because they have two terms. So let's start. So I'm going to put here the first one, 2a minus 4, and I put open close bracket because it's one of the terms, plus the second one, which is the other binomial. So to multiply them, we are going to take each term of the first bracket, multiply with everything that is in the second bracket. So I'm going to have here 2a times 3a plus 5, and then bring the negative 4 times 3a plus 5. I apply distributive law. I'm going to have 2a times 3a. Let me go a little bit much more in detail and to put 2a times 3a, then plus 2a times 5 minus 4 times 3a minus 4 times 5. This will give me 2 times 3, that's going to give me 6. A times a, that is a squared. 2a times 5 will give me 10a. Negative 4 times 3a will give me negative 12a. Negative 4 times 5 is going to give me negative 20. Now here, if you notice, we have like terms. So we can combine those like terms there, and we end up with 6a squared, and 10a minus 12a will give me negative 2a minus 20. And that will be our multiplied solution. Okay, so to multiply two binomials, we multiply each term of one binomial, which, as you can see it here, by each term of the second binomial, which we did here. Okay, let's try another binomial. Before I proceed with this, let's answer a question which might be arising. What would happen if I was to put this second term and put it forward at the front and put this at the back? Am I going to get the same solution? Well, let's see. Consider that I have now 3a plus 5 open close bracket times 2a minus 4 close bracket. So I'm going to do the same steps. 3a times the second binomial, and then plus 5 times the second binomial. So now I have 3a times 2a plus 3a times negative 4. Don't forget to put that negative. Then plus 5 times 2a plus 5 times negative 4. So now 3 times 2 will give me 6. A times a squared. 3a times negative 4, negative 12a. 5 times 2a plus 10a. 5 times negative 4, negative 20. I see that I have like terms in the middle, so therefore I need to combine those like terms. 6a squared, negative 12a plus 10a will give me negative 2a minus 20. And so I end up with the same solution. So regardless whom I put at the front and which one I put at the back, I would still end up with the same solution here. Okay, so let's multiply another binomial. So it says multiply 2x minus y and 3x plus 4y. So I'm going to put it right here underneath, and I put equals first term 2x times the second bracket, and I put minus y times the second bracket. It could be three terms inside the second bracket. So the whole idea is that you're taking each term of the first bracket multiplied by each term of the second bracket. So I continue. 2x times 3x plus 2x times 4y, then minus y times 3x minus y times 4y. So now 2 times 3 will give me 6, x times x, that is x squared, plus 2 times 4, that is 8, x times y, well, that is just xy. They cannot be combined, they're not like terms, so they just keep them. If they were like bases, then we combine them with their exponents. So now I continue and I say negative y times 3x will give me negative 3xy. Negative y times 4y will give me negative 4y squared. Now if you notice, we have like terms in the middle, so those two can be combined. So we put here 6x squared, 8xy minus 3xy will give me 5xy minus 4y squared, and that will be our solution. We cannot combine any other term, so that is where we stop there. Okay, so this is how we multiply binomials. So we're going to take now an application or something that we call FOIL method. Okay, and what FOIL simply stands is to say F stands for first, O stands for outer, I is for inner, L is for last. So the first term, which would be here, first terms, then the outers, then the inners, then the last. So that's how we would be multiplying them. So let us do a problem where we apply the FOIL method. So let us erase this piece here and we continue with that. So let's bring up an example. 7x plus 2y times 5x minus 2y. I'm going to be applying the FOIL method. FOIL method. The first ones. So I'm going to say 7x times 5x. The 7x and the 5x are the first two terms in each binomial. And I'm going to say the outer terms, which will be 7x and negative 2y, plus 7x times negative 2y, which is for the outer. And then the inner terms, which will be 2y times 5x, so 2y times 5x, and then the last terms, which will be 2y times negative 2y, so we put here plus 2y times negative 2y. This gives us now 7 times 5, that's 35, x times x, that is x squared, and then 7 times negative 2, that is negative 14, x times y, that is xy, 5 times 2 will give us 10, y times x, I prefer them to put them chronologically in order, so that's xy, 2 times negative 2, that's negative 4y squared because of the y's. Now if you notice, I have like terms in the middle, and like terms can be combined, so we combine them. This gives us now 35 x squared, negative 14xy plus 10xy will give me negative 4xy minus 4y squared, and we finish with that problem. Alright, so that's how we multiply binomials. Let us go and do a few more examples and see what then happens. Let's take one where we have some fractions inside. So we're going to have 4a plus 1/2 b, open close bracket, times 2a minus 1/2 b. I'm going to expand this out a lot so I can show every detailed calculations that we are doing. So we're going to apply the FOIL method. the first two terms. So it's going to be 4a times 2a, and then so we finish with the first, then the outer terms, 4a times negative 1 half b, so plus 4a times negative 1 half b, then the two inner terms, which will be plus 1 half b times 2a, then the last terms, 1 half b times negative 1 half b, so plus 1 half b times negative 1 half b. Okay, let me do that too a little bit much better. So then I continue. 4 times 2 will give me 8. 8 times 8, that is a squared. The 4 and the 2 will cancel when multiplied, so therefore I'm going to be left with this. So that 2 cancels 1 here, and 2 cancels here 2. That now gives me negative 2ab. I'm going to keep it in bracket for the meantime, so as to show you where we are going. Okay, with these calculations we've done that. So now this 2 and this 2 could cancel with each other, so they cancel. That's 1, and that gives us now plus b times 1b times 1a. Well, that's simply ab. Now we have positive times negative, that is going to give us negative. 1 times 1, that's 1. 2 times 2, that's 4. And b times b, b squared. Now if you notice, these two middle terms are alike. So I'm going to combine those two, and I end up with 8a squared minus ab minus 1 half b squared. And that's our solution for that one there. So what happens now if we have a combination? A little bit much more challenging. Consider that we have x plus 1 times x minus 2 minus 3x times x plus 3. Well, consider these two binomials being multiplied and two binomials being multiplied likewise here. Okay, so that's what we are going to have. So we're going to be working this like this other strategy. So we have here, working with this piece here, let me put this two yellow bracket here, and we are going to be working with this at the same time, these other terms here. So I have now x times x minus 2 plus 1 x minus 2, then negative 3x times x, the negative 3x times 3. Let me put my yellow bracket so as to show what I'm working, whatever is inside of the yellow bracket. This gives me now x times x, x squared, x times negative 2, negative 2x, 1 times x, that is simply x, 1 times negative 2, that is 2. So I have brackets still yet. Let me put my yellow bracket here, and then I continue. Negative 3x times x, that will give us negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times 3 will give us negative 9x. Now I get rid of the bracket, combine like terms. X squared with this like term, negative 3x squared. These two terms, so let me combine everything at last. Negative 2x plus this x, then minus 9x minus 2. These are like terms, so let me put the like terms. Like terms, these three are like terms, so we're going to combine them. So this gives me negative 2, oops, let me use the same color so it can be easily seen. Negative 2x squared, negative 2x plus x, that will give us negative x plus a negative 9x, that will give us negative 10x, bring the minus 2, and that's our solution. So this is the way you multiply binomials. Okay, You can use a FOIL method. What does that mean? FOIL, remember, it stands for our first terms. The O stands for the outer terms, and the I stands for the inner terms, and the L stands for the last terms. Just to our next way of say, you can shortcut it, the multiplication. So that's how you multiply binomials. In this case here, this was two binomials, then combined with another two binomial. We can do that. So we have addition, we have multiplication, we also have subtraction inside of it. So that's the multiplication of binomials.